Okay, here we go. Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to pick up where I left off last week since we didn't have a live class last week. And I was talking about santosha. That is a Sanskrit word, and it is a important aspect of yoga philosophy. And it means, the literal translation is contentment. However, it also translates into gratitude, because if you are content with your current life as it is, you're also grateful for it. And the thinking behind this of enjoying all the things that we really do have in our lives, no matter how small, because if you don't feel the joy of the present moment, you'll miss it. If you're always looking for what's to come, if you're always looking for what you don't have, if you're always looking for the next thing. So the idea is to enjoy the present, to enjoy, and you do that through gratitude, being grateful for what you have. So with that in mind, let's come inside. Come to a nice, comfortable seat. Try to maintain your mountain back, mountain spine. Close your eyes and deepen your breath. As you deepen your breath, think about breathing in, that feeling of gratitude for all the things that are right in your life, for all the things that you have to be grateful for. And I'm sure you can make a very long list. When you exhale, think about letting go, not just the toxins and the obstacles, but the reaching forward for that which is currently out of reach. It doesn't mean you don't move toward it, but think of that which you are grateful for. So continue. Deep, deep inhale, let it fill you all the way up before you let go of your breath. Slowly, long exhales. The slower and longer you exhale, the faster your body will relax. Inhale deeply, exhale, let go, let go. Return to your natural breath. And slowly open your eyes. Bring your arms and your hands down alongside your body. Walk your left hand away, flatten your palm onto the mat, bend your elbow. Left arm alongside left ear. I'm not mirroring you, so I am on the opposite side you are on. So my right, your left. Inhale, feel the stretch of your whole left side body. Make an effort to lower your shoulder, and you do that by bending your right elbow away from your shoulder to make space between your ear and your shoulder. Inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to place your left hand forward of your right knee and bring both hands parallel. Make sure both sits bones are on the mat. You're going to inhale, straight arms, look forward. Exhale, bend your elbows. And when you do that, rotate your arms so that the crease of your elbow is upward, so that your elbows go down towards the mat. Inhale, straight arms. Exhale, fold and bend. Inhale, straight, bend and fold. Inhale, straight, bend and fold. Next time you're on your straight arms, pause for a moment, and then slide your fingers towards your knee, your left hand on your right knee, your right arm back behind you. You're looking over your right shoulder. Inhale, allow the crown of your head to move upward toward the heavens. Exhale, make space in your belly and twist just a little bit more. Little bit more. Place your left hand on your right thigh, your right arm alongside your right ear, and stretch in the opposite direction. Big lateral stretch, so now your whole right side body is stretching. Inhale, both arms to center. Exhale, send your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers, Yoga Mudra. Send your knuckles to the earth, your heart to the heavens. And then come back to a neutral seat. Walk your left hand out, right arm alongside right ear. Bend your elbow to make that space. Let your shoulder drop. Both sits bones on the mat. Feel the stretch in your side body. Deep inhale, and on an exhale, place your right arm forward of your left knee, parallel arms. You remember when we bend, you're going to make your elbows come down. So you're going to rotate your arms from the shoulder socket, all right? So straight arms, look forward, inhale. Exhale, fold and bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time on your fingertips. Slide your hands back to your knee, right hand, left knee. Look over your left shoulder. And here too, on your inhale, you're lengthening your spine. On your exhale, you're emptying of breath and twisting just a little bit more. Bring your right palm to your left thigh, left arm alongside left ear. Stretch in the opposite direction for another big lateral stretch. Bring both arms up alongside your ears. This time you're going to send your arms around, but you're going to come to lean on your wrists. Your fingers are pointing forward. And you're going to send your nose to the ceiling, and we're going to do our dragon breaths. Let's do 3 of them. Inhale. Ha, ha, ha. One more. Ha. And spring off your fingers. Come forward over your legs. Any amount. Any amount. Inhale, unfold. Send your legs straight out in front of you and shake them out. Rotate your legs. Yeah. And then bring the soles of your feet together, your hands on your shins. Deep inhale, exhale to cat. Inhale forward with your heart moving forward as if it were moving toward your toes. Exhale, cat way behind you. Inhale. Exhale. Continue at your own pace, doing your dogs and cats. And then the next time you're in your cat spine, pause. And then come up to a neutral spine and extend your legs out in front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. So your hands are alongside your hips, your elbows moving back behind you, fingers pointing forward. Your legs are active. That means you're engaging your leg muscles. Your toes are pointed to the ceiling, feet are flexed. I'm just going to do a couple of sun breaths. And remember, as you stay in this pose, you're constantly lengthening your spine so that the crown of your head is reaching up. Here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Gather that energy all around, energy from the sun, bring it down to your heart. Inhale and exhale. And now we're going to add our knees. So we're going to bend with flexed knees, flexed feet. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Keep that going. And one last time, bring your hands to your heart. And pause for just a moment. Bring your left leg, now I am mirroring you, left leg in to your chest. Open it out to the side. Arms alongside your ears. Your shoulders are squared as if you had two legs straight out in front of you. You're going to inhale, and then on an exhale, you're going to engage your abdominal muscles to protect your lower back, your hamstring. Come down as far as your body will allow you today over your extended leg. Any amount is good. Look up at your foot. Left arm comes up, reaches for the sky, comes down alongside your hip. And come up onto your shin. Stretch your arm alongside your ear for a nice, big, long, full side body stretch. And then bring your hips down, come down. So place your left ankle on your right shin. Then bend your right foot so that you can bring your left leg a little closer. Take hold of your foot and your knee, or you can wrap your arms If that's something that works for you, then extend your right leg again and rock that little baby, saying thank you to this leg for walking me around all day long, getting me where I need to go, for carrying my weight. Oh my gosh. And then come to center. Take the outside of your left foot. Send your foot forward. Keep your knee bent first. And notice how your leg feels in this position. Let's just notice. Your right hand is on the mat for support. And maybe you'll straighten your leg, maybe not. Whatever your body allows. Then you send it out to the side as far as you wish, and maybe you'll float your arm. Maybe, maybe not. Bring your leg back to center. Switch the holding of your foot. Again, your left arm now can be your support. Sending your leg across the center line, and then maybe you'll float, maybe not. Place your left foot outside your right thigh. Wrap your right arm around your knee and turn to look over your left shoulder. And anytime you find yourself in these twisty poses, think about lengthening your spine. Think about going a little bit past your edge in that twist. Left arm alongside left ear, and you're going to turn for a counter twist in the opposite direction. You can bring your hand to your foot as you turn and look over your right shoulder. And you can stay right here in this twist, or if you like, you can step your left foot reasonably far away from your bottom leg. You're going to roll over onto the outside edge of your bottom leg. You're going to use your hand as your propeller to help you up into a supported side plank. And then bring it down. Okay. Take a breath. Bring your right leg in. Open it out to the side. Arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, engage those abs as you come down any amount. Look up at your foot. Follow your right hand as it moves all the way up to the sky, comes down alongside your hip, and allows you, supports you so that you can come up onto your shin. Your left arm, your whole left side body is stretching, long body stretch. And then bring it down. Excellent. Bring your right ankle on your left leg. Bring your leg closer to you. Wrap it or just hold it. Either way is fine. And rock the cradle. And you have to say thank you to this leg too, because you know they both work together. Yeah. Come to center. Take the outside edge of your foot. Start with a bent knee. Left hand for support. And maybe you'll straighten your leg, maybe not, maybe it stays bent. And send it out to the side as far as you can. And try to keep that mountain spine. So your leg might come down a little bit, right? And float your arm. But you will, that's okay, but your spine will be nice and long. Right. Bring your leg back to center. Switch the holding of your hand. Right hand comes down. Place your foot outside your thigh. Left arm wraps. Turn to look over your right shoulder. And breathe. Right arm alongside right ear. You're going to turn for a counter twist. Looking over your left shoulder. Step your top foot away from the bottom foot, and you should naturally roll over onto the side of the outside edge of your bottom foot to come up to a side plank, supported side plank. And bring it down. Okay. Right. Take a couple of breaths. And you're going to come on into a child's pose. If you want to use a blanket here, by all means, place it down on your mat. And come to your favorite child's pose, whether your knees are far apart, close together. Come to that beautiful resting position. And maybe your hips don't come down so far, that's okay too. You know, look between your hands, lift your hips, walk your fingers a little bit far forward, and bring your heart between your arms. Lengthen your legs behind you. Use your core muscles to keep your belly from sagging to the mat. Inhale, exhale, send your hips back behind you. They won't go all the way down. Leave your hands where they are. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, hips to heels. Slide your hands all the way back to your knees and come to stand up on your knees. Okay. You're going to send your right leg straight out in front of you. And bring the heels of your hands to your back waist. Inhale, exhale, slide your hips forward. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, slide. Inhale, straighten. Notice where you feel any resistance. That's where you need to work. And come back up and work gently, a little bit at a time. And finally, come back up. So you're on your supporting leg. Bring your right leg back. Left leg. Right. Same thing with your hands behind your waist. And the reason I do this, it's not necessary. You can do this without that, but it really helps to keep your supports your lower back, but it also allows you to keep your sits bones moving down towards the mat. And instead of going like this, it keeps your spine nice and long and straight. So here we go. Exhale, and then exhale. Inhale, back up, straighten your legs. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Once more. And then come back up onto your supporting leg. to bring your left leg back down where it was. All right, so let's do some twisting here from this position. So bring your hands onto your pelvis so that you're keeping, the reason is to keep your hips moving straight in front of you, so that we're going to twist just from the waist. So hold on to your pelvis. Inhale, exhale. You're not going to go so far, but you're going to work your waist. But this is also, you know, where your intestines live, you know, where your furnace lives that you're twisting here. This is very good for your digestion. Come forward on an inhale. Exhale the other way. Come back to center. Okay, so this time now we're going to just swing and let our hips come with us from side to side. You can let your arms flop alongside your body like they were flapping in the wind. And then come back to center. All right. So I want us to do one last thing on our hands and knees, because I like the stretch of doing a knee down Ardha Chandrasana, which is half moon pose. So come to table position. And you might want to come to the top of your mat so that you have enough room for your leg to stretch back behind you. Make sure your wrists are under your shoulders. I know some of you have wrist issues. You might want to come down on your forearms. It's very doable. Right? And send your right leg back behind you. Swivel your foot on the mat. Fan open to the right. Place your foot so that the arch of your right foot is opposite your left toes. And lift your right foot. Make sure your shoulder is over your wrist. Maybe you want to bend your knee, take your ankle or foot, and open up, big opening of the heart. Big, generous heart. Release your foot, bring your knee back down. We'll do that on the left side. Left leg goes back, we do it one step at a time. Swivel position, fan open. Oh, now I can see you. Shoulder over wrist, leg lifts. Bend your knee, take your ankle or foot, and open up. And release. Bring your knee down, come to a child's pose to rest for a few breaths. Okay. So come back to stand up on your knees. And again, you can have a pad underneath your knees if you like. And this time you're going to lift your right leg. We did that before in between half moon. On the other side of half moon, send your left leg straight out to the side, like so. You have a choice with your feet. You can leave your toes pointing away from you, or you can send your toes so that they're pointing to the long edge of your mat. Or actually, you wouldn't be on it in this way, but you know what I mean, away from you, pointing away from you. But what's important here is that your knee is going in the same direction as your toes. So you don't want to just do this. That will hurt, that will cause damage in here. You want to make sure that the whole leg is rotating. Yeah, whole leg rotates. Place your left hand on your left leg, right arm alongside right ear, and see if you can reach for your ankle and open up your heart. Keep it open. That means don't fall over your leg like this. You want to stay open as much as you possibly can. And then you're going to stay like this. Lift your bottom arm and bring your top arm and both arms alongside your ears to see if you can have parallel arms to the mat. And then bring it all back up. Okay. Release your arms. Right arm comes down. Maybe you have a block or a pillow or something here to help you if you find it uncomfortable to come all the way down to the mat. And bring your arm alongside your ear. And see if you can lift both arms on this side to be parallel with your mat. On an inhale, lift back up, bring your knees down, bring your knee down. Okay. All right, here we go. Other side, send your left leg out. And you choose straight or bent a little bit, right? This time, let's start with the left arm up. Right hand moves down as far as it comfortably can to your ankle, toward your ankle. Doesn't have to touch your ankle. Lift your bottom arm, parallel arms. And bring it back up. Over to the other side. Could be just your fingertips on the mat. Arm alongside your ear. And get that bend a little bit more here. So you're actually trying to straighten your spine a little bit so that when you lift your arm up, you have parallel arms with the floor. And then come back up. Bring your hands down. Bring your feet down, and I think you deserve a child's pose here. And then you're going to come up from your child's pose slowly to come to stand. And if you do have a blanket on your mat, move it out of the way. You're going to come to stand. So take your time. I'll give you a few more breaths to get here. Right, and you'll bring your hands to your heart. I'm still waiting for you, so take your time. I see some movement still happening, so yeah, okay. So come to Tadasana, the mountain spine. Release your hands alongside your body. Crown of your head is reaching for the sky, and when you do that, don't jut your chest out. So I'm going to go in this way so I can show you what I mean. All right, so when we talk about crown going up, you know, heart opening up, you don't want to be like this. We don't want a back bend here. We want a straight, long line. So you can still send your heart forward and keep your back straight. Your shoulders are over your hips, hips over your ankles. Your feet may be together or a little bit apart. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down, and let them fall comfortably by your side. Bring your belly toward your spine, move it in so that helps you to lengthen your spine a little bit more. Let's do sun breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, gather all that energy. Bring it down to your heart. Excellent. Okay. So you'll come to the top of your mat. Make sure I'm visible. Right. So we're going to work a bit on mostly our Warrior One, but we'll do a little Warrior Two, but you'll see what I mean in a moment. So in order to do all the things we're going to do in Warrior One, you need to have a firm foundation. So come on the ball of your right foot and step back as far as you can. Your foot, your back foot, the whole foot must be on the mat, and your back leg needs to be very straight. So if your warrior is a little shorter, that's okay. It can be long as you comfortably can, but again, you have to have that foundation. You need that foundation in the back. Long, straight leg. Left leg is in front, bent, knee never comes forward of the ankle. You may not be able to totally turn your hips forward, but bring them as much forward as they can come. All right. I'm going to come back a little bit more, so I'm more in the center here. Okay. So your arms are stretching, streaming back behind you, and Warrior One was born of the earth. He came all the way up, sending all of that warrior energy forward. Send your arms back behind you, Yoga Mudra, interlace your fingers. Now your bend, your back bend is from the upper chest. Upper chest. Just what I told you not to do in Tadasana. Your upper chest. You're going to inhale and you're going to exhale. You're just going to come down as far as your thigh. Crown of the head reaching forward, nice straight flat back. So your sits bones and your knuckles are going in the opposite direction of the crown of your head. Humble warrior. You're going to push your feet, both feet, into the mat. That's your support. Push them into the mat to help you come up as you lift your arms away. So we had a humble warrior. Now we're going to have a warrior who praises that higher intelligence, praises that which enlivens your spirit. Send your knuckles down, either down far towards the mat or behind you, whatever works for you, to give you a much deeper back bend. Your hips are going to come forward. Again, step your left leg foot forward a little bit more so your knee doesn't come past your ankle, and send your heart up to the sky. Big, beautiful Warrior One. Release your arms, step forward. Okay. Step your left leg back, get your Warrior One legs. So your back leg is at a slight angle. It's not facing forward. You would never be able to balance properly that way. You need a slight angle on your back leg, your back foot. Again, swivel your hips as far forward as possible, in line with the short edge of your mat. Send your arms from streaming back behind you up to warrior. This time we're going to pray before going into battle, before meeting our challenges. Look up at that prayer. Then send your arms back behind you. We're going to do the same thing we did on the other side. Yoga Mudra. Proud, praiseful warrior. Thankful, grateful warrior. Inhale, exhale, come forward over as long as your thigh. Let's keep that flat back for this. Crown of your head moving forward, sits bones moving back, knuckles back behind you. Push into the mat. One more time. Grateful warrior. Release your arms, step forward. Okay, so now we're going to add a little bit more on to our warrior. Right? All right, so here we go. You're going to step with your right leg back to your warrior one, come into your warrior. You're going to bring your arms down alongside your body. And you're going to use your arms like a propeller to send your leg forward and up. Whoops. Step back to warrior one. Step forward. Now there's an option here. If this doesn't work for you, then all you need to do is come on to the ball of your foot. Right? So step back, come to the ball of your foot. Step back, come all the way up, whatever works. Okay? The idea is the same. So let's do the other side. Left leg goes back to warrior one. Now remember how important your foundation is here, and that's going to help support you when you come forward. So the idea when you come forward to lift your leg is you're going to come into standing first on your supporting leg. So we'll do that in slow motion. So you're going to come forward. Come forward. Notice how the leg straightens. Okay. And again, you can do this as well. Either one. All right. Arms back behind you, lift it up and bring it down. Okay, so we're going to add on a little bit to that. Come onto the ball of your right foot, step it back. Right. You're going to swing your arms forward to come up, and you're going to bring your hands back. Make fists. Swing forward, bring it down. Swing forward, bring it down. Swing forward, grab it and bring it down. Excellent. Other side. Warrior one. Swing forward, bring it down. Swing forward, bring it down. Swing forward, bring it down. Get those arm muscles working. All right. Okay, come to stand in your mountain. Step back, warrior one. Arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other. So your left leg is in front. Your right arm goes over your left, and you can come to whatever eagle arms you like. Work for you, yeah? Or even this. So you're in your eagle. Try to keep your elbows the same height as your shoulders. You're going to send your forearms up to the sky. We've done a lot of back bending here, so this should work a little bit easier now. And come back to your eagle. Twist, whoops, no, sorry, twist in the direction of your bent knee. Come forward. twist to the open side. Step your foot, your back foot into warrior two position. Your eagle arms are still in front of you, your beak, your wings. And open those wings. Right. You're going to frame your head with your left arm. You're going to reach your right hand for your left wrist and use that leverage to help you come into a more deeper side bend using your hand on your wrist, pulling you down, back behind you. Come back up, swivel back to warrior one. Step forward, lift your leg, bring it down. Step your right leg back behind you. Come in to your warrior, your arms straight out in front of you, palms facing each other, left over right. Inhale, exhale in the direction of your bent knee. Hey. Come back to center. Forearms up to the sky. Come back to center. To the open side. And I'm going to switch. Right, to the open side. And then open your wings. Right. Frame your head with your front arm. Back arm takes wrist. And a nice side bend, yeah. Feel the stretch. Release it. Turn back to warrior one. Swing forward and down. Okay. So one last little warrior one. Little warrior one flow. And before we come down onto our back. So step back, warrior one, right leg is back. Right. So again, remember that your supporting leg is what's most important, so that when you spring off your back foot, you want to make sure you have your left leg supporting you before you come up, and then maybe you'll come into your tree. And bring your leg down. Left leg back. And again, before you spring off your back leg, you're setting your right leg up and come into your tree. And you may have noticed that I took a step with my toe hit the mat. That's okay. All right, and bring it down. Wonderful. Take a breath. Take a breath before you do anything. Deep breath. That was a lot of working out, yeah. And then make your way down to the mat. So start with your head, your shoulders, you're bending your knees, you're folding all the way down, bringing your hands to the mat, one knee, other knee, and find yourself all the way down on your back. And breathe. Just breathe. Bring the soles of both feet on the mat. Lengthen your spine. Bring your knees into your chest and roll from side to side. We did a bunch of back bending, so we're going to work on our backs. You know this sequence pretty well, I think. So bring your feet down to the mat. Send your right shoulder into the mat. Push it in on an inhale. Exhale, release it. Left shoulder into the mat. Exhale, release it. Again, right, release. Left, release. Both shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. Once more, both shoulders. Inhale. Feel your heart reaching up to the sky. And release. Bring your knees into your chest again, one hand on each knee. And you're going to send one knee away while the other stays into your chest, and then you're going to switch. And you're going to continue to do that, going back and forth, alternating from side to side, so that when your knee moves away from you, your arm is straight, bent as it comes in. And bring both knees into your chest, hands again on your knees, only this time you're going to send both knees away and bring them in. Feel the small of your back flatten. Feel it curve upward as you send your knees away. Feel you're massaging your lower back. Open your knees wide to the sides, opposite each other. And then send your knees forward, bring them together, send them back to your chest, send them away. So you're making circles, separate circles with your knees. One's going clockwise, the other is going counterclockwise. Big circles. Feel your hips getting into the action here. Feeling your whole back. Getting a little massage. And now the next time your knees are into your chest, you're going to go in the opposite direction. And then come to stillness, bring the soles of your feet to the mat. And you're going to do just one bridge before we come into our inversion. So your heels are coming toward your hips. Your arms are alongside your body. You don't want your knees to splay open in bridge pose. You need to focus on keeping them in line with your hips. So you're going to press into the mat with your feet and bring your chest, nothing under the head here, please. Bring your chest toward your chin. And nothing under the head, because you don't want it closed. When you have your sternum coming so close to your chin, you do not want to close off your breathing apparatus. And if your head was tilted forward, it would do that. And bring it down. Excellent. Nice and slow, very slowly. And if you have a block or a blanket, like I have, you might put it up against your hips, come back down, and send your legs up to the sky for our gentle inversion. If you like to play with your legs, opening them wide, you can do so. Whatever you like to do, maybe scissor them, whatever you like. Or just stay nice and relaxed. And then whenever you're ready, You'll bring your feet to the mat. You can stay inverted a little bit longer. Slide out anything that might be under your hips to come to Shavasana. Stretching your legs out one at a time, allowing them to splay open naturally. Arms alongside your body. Palms facing upward. Take your time getting there. And once you are in your Shavasana pose, feel your whole back body surrendering to gravity, letting go, letting go. As you bring your attention to your breath, think about all that you were able to do during this practice and be grateful for everything without judging any of the challenges. Just be grateful. Be grateful to yourself for even bringing you here for this hour that's just for you. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath, allowing that deep breath to help reawaken your body. Roll your head from side to side. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you as you move gently, moving your hands and your feet gently. Big, long, deep body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. And release your knees, come to stillness, roll over on to whichever side you prefer to come in to a fetal position. From corpse pose to a pose of rebirth, the next cycle. And whenever you're ready, come up to sit. Take your time. And bring your hands to your hearts when you get there. And think about all, or maybe just one thing that you are grateful for today. I am grateful for all of you today and every day. Let's seal this practice with the chanting of Om. Take a deep breath in. Namaste.